I'm back at work today, and it occurred to me that it's Columbus Day. We don't get off for Columbus Day. I don't think I've ever gotten off for Columbus Day in any job or at any school. I know my mother-in-law is off today because she works a government job, and government jobs are a little more Columbus Day. They take off for everything. They take off for everything. Not to disparage any government workers out there, but you do get more days off than 99.99% of every other employee in the entire country. And I don't see that as necessarily a bad thing, just because you do have to work for our government, and our government is terrible. It is just horrible. But I started thinking about Columbus Day, and I know that they're trying to rebrand it. Everybody's trying to rebrand it as Indigenous Peoples Day. And, we do need to look at history holistically, and we need to look at it and say, Columbus came over and he discovered a new world, and then there was a lot of murder of some indigenous people who had been here. But let me ask you something. Were those people innocent? Were those people... Yeah, I'm not trying to justify murder, and I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, he's trying to justify murder. But those people were no better than Columbus himself, than the people who were murdering him, because they were Aztecs, they were Incans, they were, whatever, Mayans, whatever culture it was that was over there at that time. They were all horrible. They were all involved in human sacrifice, especially child sacrifice. They worshipped gods that were not the true God, that were, their entire culture was based on something just awful. Based on a lot of awful things, but child sacrifice being one of those main tenets there, main pillars that their entire society and their entire culture was held up by. And so I believe in the long run, on everything, that of course God has his hands in it, and everything is sovereignly ordained, and everything is happening the way it should, whether we like the way that it's happening or not. Everything is happening as it should. And so therefore, I believe that Columbus did what was ordained by God. And whether I was a Christian or not, whether I was, I believe that or not, I think history took the right course there. We can see in the Bible, as a Christian there, when we go back to being a Christian, as a Christian, we can see in the Bible that God is perfectly fine with wiping out entire populations of people because of child sacrifice, because of a lot of different sins, because they worship gods that are not him. And Columbus, whether he thought about it or not, was just ushering in that new age of Christendom over there, was just ushering in the covenant, the God's, like God's covenant with Israel, but for Columbus there. Now that's not to say that I condone everything, that they did. There was a lot of rape. I'm sure there was some murder that was not of the people that were doing these things. And of course, under the new covenant, we should be trying to convert. But there comes a point in time when a society is so far gone that there's nothing that can help it. And that brings us to our society, where human sacrifice is happening literally every day. Thousands of babies are getting killed every day child sacrifice. The most innocent of all of us are being killed every day, and most of us are doing nothing about it, including me. I don't really do anything about it, and that is something that I need to change. I just need to speak out about it more and do more things about it. But we do need to be combating that, stopping that child sacrifice that's happening in our own nation. Roe v. Wade was overturned, and that's great, but there needs to be more that happens, and we need to be fighting. I know that Apologia Ministries and End Abortion Now is doing a lot. They are, go check them out. They're doing a lot, and they're doing a lot to end abortion right now. They're doing a lot to end abortion on the state level, not just community wide, but on a state level, by doing things that make our government actually uphold that abortion is immoral and bad. So anyways, that's all I've got for today. Tomorrow I will be back and we'll talk about something else, whatever else pops into my head, and whatever stream of consciousness things pop in after that. But that's it. So that's all I got. I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Soli Deo Gloria. Adios.